My name's Fabian. I'm afraid of the dark, so that's it. Let's just leave it there.
My name's Vincent. I was afraid when my friend was doing donuts and we almost got arrested, but we evaded the police. Being captured.
My name's Sayil. One time I was scared. I don't do heights, so just roller coasters in general.
I'm Aaron. I broke my finger at work. I was scared.
Stir.
I'm Joe. When I moved away from college, I was pretty scared. First time I moved alone.
Away from college?
Bible, if you want to look out for friends, and they don't want to share anything, shame on them. It's in your Bible talk tonight. But let's go over on first, and then I'm going to read the virtual Bible. You can flip on over to Mark chapter 5. And tonight we're going to have a scary Bible discussion.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the demon-possessed man. But tonight is not so much that we focus on the demon-possessed man, but how an encounter with Jesus, or actually an encounter with Bible God, can change your life. Okay? So be here at Mark 5. We're going to quickly, over the next 15, 20 minutes here, take a three aspects of this man. His condition, his change, and his commission. Let's start here in Mark chapter 5, verse 1, and talk about very quickly his condition. What condition was he in? Mark 5, is everyone over there? You guys good? You guys good? Good. Mark 5, verse 1. The Bible says, they went across the lake to the region of Gerasenes. When Jesus got out of the boat, a man with an impure spirit came from the tombs to meet him. That's an interesting day. This man lived in the tombs. No one could bind him anymore, not even with a chain. For he had often been chained hand and foot. But he tore the chains apart and broke the irons on his feet. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and in the hills, he would cry out and cut himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. He shouted at the top of his voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." For Jesus had said to him, "Come out of this man, you impure spirit." Then Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" "My name is Legion," he replied, "for we are many." And he begged Jesus again and again not to send them out of the area. So our first aspect tonight, we're just looking at this man's condition. What's the condition of this guy? You gotta raise your hand. Yeah, hold on. He's chained. Wow. What did he do with those chains? He broke them. So somehow, this guy has supernatural strength from a demonic force inside him. Doesn't that sound like a scary movie already? But he might not have scary movies back then, so imagine how scary. This is the Bible. This is true. This actually happened. This is not The Exorcist or not Emily Rose or any of these crazy movies here. What's on like you like Annabelle? You know? This is not that. This is an actual, factual reality. That's pretty scary, huh? All right. Condition, he's in pain. He's cutting himself. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. What else does he have? Lonely. That's good. Absolutely. Anything else you see about him?
I mean, it was crazy, but no one was strong enough to like subdue him. So that's sounds pretty intense.
The Luke word that goes on, you can see the new news in a rude mood. Do you think he wanted to be like this? That's interesting. He was controlled by evil spirits. What are some things that control us today in society? Things that we don't necessarily want to be controlled by. Drugs, alcohol, anything else, guys? Work? Yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
Distractions?
What are some ways you think society that can control us can end up hurting us like a demon hurt this man? Obviously, drugs and alcohol, your brain, your life. What else?
Your emotions.
Wow, things that control us can affect our emotions. Absolutely. Our relationships. But also physical illness. Now it's interesting. He was scared of Jesus. He says, in God's name, don't torture me. Now, he was a scary guy. He was kind of an authoritative, strong leader, but he wasn't scary. Why do you think he was scared of Jesus? Maybe he was afraid of change.
Did he know he was Jesus? That Jesus was Jesus?
Yes, here. He says some people are afraid of the dark, and some people are afraid of the light. And things that's good. Now, it's interesting. Jesus has his name. He says, my name is Legion, for we are many, going from singular to plural, talking to himself in plural. For we are many. Does anyone know what a Roman legion was?
It's Jesse.
Was a military unit of 6,000 soldiers. I don't know how this guy sounded. I like the accent. Sounded like, you know what I mean? Like something pretty scary.
I'm Batman.
But this was probably a very traumatic. Jesus was taken by a man who followed him. What in the world, Jesus? I hope every day is not like this. What's the point of it? What's his condition? Was it good or bad? It was terrible. This guy was miserable. This guy was depressed. This guy was hurting. That's his condition. Let's look at his pain in verse 11. A large crowd, a large herd of pigs was feeding on a nearby hillside. The demon begged Jesus, send us among the pigs. Allow us to go into them. He gave them permission, and the impure spirits came out and went into the pigs. The herd, about 2,000 in number, rushed in to see pigs in the lake and were drowned. Those innocent pigs ran off and reported this in the town and countryside. And the people went off to see what had happened. When they came to Jesus, they saw the man who had been possessed by a legion of demons. So that was his name. God, a legion of demons. Sitting there, dressed, and in his right minds. They were afraid. Those who had seen it told the people what had happened to the Son of Man, and told about the pigs as well. Then the people began to plead with Jesus to leave their region. Now, if you were in that crowd that day, what's the thing you would notice about this man's change? He's no longer naked. Everyone's saying, thank God. Okay, what else?
Oh, he was naked?
for thinking, hey, 2,000 years ago, if I was for Jesus, I would totally be here and follow on. What's the reality of these like they saw this level of radical change, they were terrified. Why do you think they were terrified? Why, Now, 2 Corinthians 5:17, the Bible says, when someone becomes a Christian, a true follower of Christ, we become a new creation. Now, if you become a new creation, what does that look like? What are some of the things in your life that are going to change if you're truly a new creation in Christ? Let's be honest, guys. There's true Christianity, but there's American Churchianity, where we kind of grew up with religion that passed and grew up with being talked about, as opposed to genuine, true, biblical Christianity. What are some things in our life that would actually change if we were born again? Our attitude? Yeah, that's good. Perspective on life. Wow, that's good.
Your priorities?
Your priorities, absolutely. It's interesting. The way we speak and act. Now, the people pleaded for Jesus to leave. Do you think people are always going to react positive if we make radical decisions for life, for Christ, and change our life for the better? Wow. So what do we see? We see his condition. How was his condition? Not good. How was his change? It was radical. What's the point? When someone has a true interaction with Jesus, their lives are going to radically change. And the last thing is his commission. Look over here, verse 18. As Jesus was getting into the boat, the man who had been possessed by a demon begged to go with him. Jesus did not let him go, but says, go home to your own people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you. So the man went away and began to all Decapolis, like 12 cities, how much the Lord had done for him, and all who heard were amazed. Big change, huh? What motivated this guy? See in verse 19. What motivated this guy to share about Jesus?
Not counting people's sins.
They're all right. Verse 19 says, tell everyone how much mercy God has had on you. Isn't that powerful? Now, was he forced to share his faith? Do you think he felt forced to share his faith? Let me ask you this. Then being a follower of Christ, is evangelism or sharing about Christ an option or is it mandatory in the eyes of Christ? What do you guys think?
Choice.
Why? Why or why not? Like he told this man to go, he tells all of us right now to go. That's good. Lifestyle, so it's who we are rather than the activity we do. That's good. our condition tonight. I want to encourage you. If you're listening to this right now, set the Bible. You know, I'm telling you, something was telling you 13 years ago, it radically changed my life. And just like this man, people were shocked by the change that people included me, okay? Number two, you know, whether it's your first time out or 5,000 time out, we need to make a decision between changing in Jesus and realize it's not one change ultimate change. Just like your room gets messy and more dishes end up in your sink, we always got to be changed with Christ. It's not entropy. We're always moving back into a sinful state of mind and making a change to change with Christ. And number three, as Christians, let's be those who are grateful for our change and live our great condition. All right, guys, that's 5 o'clock. Thank you for coming.
Jesse's coming. Jesse's coming.
Guys, thanks for joining us tonight.